Hi my friends, welcome to day 5 of our 10-day YouTube challenge. Today we're going to experiment with the jump board. So depending on what reformer you've got, most of the jump boards you would be able to put it in, right? And then you have to raise up your foot bar to jam it so that it's nice and safe. Most reformers, but there are some on the market which the foot bars, it's got a distance, so just make sure you know how to put on your foot bar and secure it properly, because the first time when I had my first reformer I had no idea, so it was just hanging there freely and I heard the plywood crack as I jumped on it. So just a heads up, okay? Springs, go ahead and put on one red spring, okay? And if you have a Pilates ball, you can grab onto it. If you don't have one, you can do with a magic ring also, but preferably with a ball. And if no ball, no magic rings, then fine, no need anything, okay? So I got my headrest up, nice, and I'm sitting down. I'm lying down on my sides, and I just find myself lying here, like at the footwork position. Okay, so first we place our feet. You see how this is a bit too low, right? So we want it where our soles of our feet can be flat, okay? So, and over here, I'm just going to hold on to my ball like this, nicely on my pelvis. And I push out just to feel. It should be really light because this is one red spring only. And usually when we're doing footwork, we're using 2 red springs or 2 heavy springs, right? So here you might feel like, oh, it's a bit slippery, and that's okay. So let's just warm up our knee joint and our hip joint and our ankles. Our calves are getting a nice stretch right now. And as we continue, 4, 3, 2, just get that core ready, right? And send the right signals to your pelvis, to your spine, to your core, that hey, get ready to work hard, because right after this we're gonna start jumping, okay? So that's why it's called the jump board. Okay, great. And then from here, same position, but now you just kind of lift up your heels, and then you can scoot it down a little bit, my feet position, and the same thing, I'm just pushing out just to see how it feels when I push out. Good. Keep going. 7, 6. We've got quite a little bit of conditioning in this session today, so it's okay to go a little faster, but always staying mindful of the intention. The intention is control, grace, flow, precision, right? So even though you're going fast, but you're not dropping your knees, never, never. See, I only did that one time and my knees already hurt. So pull out like a long rubber band, pull yourself away from the foot bar, and then control and return, right? Okay, and then now we're gonna kind of combine it. So you're gonna go out with a tiptoe and then drop your heels and then come back and lift and out and drop your heels and bend your knees. Up, lift your heels, straighten, lower, come back. Okay, we'll just keep going for another 4, 3, 2, yes, coming back and stretching those calves. Last one, placing the heel down and coming back. Now push out with your heel, with your whole soles of the feet on the foot bar, jump board. I feel like it's a bit low, so coming back, let me readjust. Okay, so I got my feet placed there nicely. I'm pushing out, high heels, return with high heels, put it down, out, high heels, return, and down, out, plantar flexion, bend your knees, and then back to dorsey, right? Okay, we go another 3, 2. It's a great way to warm up your mind, actually, to prepare for the jump board. And last one. Okay, great. Now from here, we're going to get ready to jump. So when you jump, you should feel like you're flying. So if you're jumping and you're landing with a huge, bang sound, that means you're not doing it right. You should be flying and floating, and then when you land, you should land on your tippy toes and then down to your heels, okay? So let's just try that. Your body is just on the carriage. You don't have to lift anything up. Just fly and return. Fly and return. Fly, float, and return. You see how I'm landing on my tiptoes and then I put down my heels, okay? So another 10, 9, and 8, 7. Okay, so I'm gonna put my ball to the side a little bit for you to see my core. I'm jumping and I'm trying to keep my legs at that nice lower diagonal without lifting it too much or without dropping it. Some students, they go out and they completely drop their legs. That means their core is not active. So hold it, right? And it's a nice, gentle landing. Good. And another 5, and 4, and 3. Good. And your legs are just nice and abducted, meaning they have some space between them. Last 2, and last 1. All right. Okay. And now we're going to put our ball in between our feet, and now we're going to try to still jump out with the ball in between our thighs. So out. See, that gives you more feedback on how your legs are doing, right? Press them out, push, return, push, return, hold on to your core, hold on to your core, right, keep going, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Okay, that was a nice feedback, right? In between our legs. Okay, go ahead and put your ball to the side first. We don't need this right now. We need it a little bit later, okay? So you're standing with abducted, and then you're gonna jump out. When you're flying, you're gonna do like a ballerina. They go whoosh, whoosh, and then they land back in the same spot. So out. When you're in the air, go ahead and spread those legs and pull them back together, and then land on the same spot where you jumped out. So it will look like this. And 2, 3, and 4, 5. Good. Keep that core nice and strong. And another 4, and 3, 2, last 1. Okay, you got that? Ooh, my ball. Let's just place it right over here so it doesn't move. Okay? So we did the out, in, out, in. No, actually we did the jump, and when we were flying, we spread our legs, right? Now, I want you to go out and then land wide and jump up, land narrow. Out, land wide, out, land narrow. Okay, so out, land wide, out, narrow. Out, wide, out, narrow. Out, wide, out, narrow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Great. Okay, that was good. Now we're going to do some single legs, okay? We're going to keep our left leg on a tabletop, nice and isometric tabletop. Right leg, you're going to lift your heels, same thing, and you're just going to keep this like a statue, okay? Press out and land and come back. 2, land and come back. 3, land and come back. 4, okay, now you have more confidence, right? Paying attention to that hips, to those obliques, okay? So when you're jumping out, you're not stretching one side and then shortening the other. Your core is still the same length from left and right. So keep going. As you're more confident, jump up more. Jump up more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is really, really great for impact training. You know, as we get older as women, we have to train for impact. Okay, and last one. And continue with the bicycle. 10, 9, 8. This is where your brain starts to, wow, which one is pointing? Which one is flex? 5, 4, 3. Keep going. I know you're probably really sore and in pain. Watch that core. Last one. Okay? Good. Coming back. Let's just change our legs. For now, the right leg will be at tabletop. Left leg will be high heels lifted. Okay? Nice, controlled. This leg should be on fire because it just did a huge workout. Hold and jump. Find your confidence, find your confidence, find your core, right? So yeah, it takes me like maybe 3 to 5 where I'm like, okay, I'm confident. I got my core locked. I'm ready. Now I'm ready to fly. See, so I build up. Doesn't necessarily have to be the first rep, okay? But what's most important is how you land. Ooh, I forgot to land on my heels. See, when we don't practice enough on the jump board, this can happen. So practice is essential for everyone, instructors and students alike, okay? Point and land, land. Land on the balls of the feet and land, land on the heels, okay? And 10. With power, confidence, fly. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, land, gently 2, and last one, get ready, straight for bicycle, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I almost lost myself over there, 3, and 2, last 1. Give yourself a nice little break over here. Ooh, this does happen, okay? So, very sore on the quads. Okay, great, that's a nice little warm up. Ooh, wet and sweaty. So next we're going to grab onto our ball now. And then it's still the same one red spring, but you're going to be on your side. So just make the straps go away. You may lower your headrest if it bothers you. So I'm gonna lower mine. Yeah. I'm gonna lower mine. Yes, there we go. Okay, so it's nicer for my elbows over here. Find yourself in a straight line, like as if there's a wall right in front of you. And just here, okay? This leg that's on the carriage, just keep it nice and tucked in, okay? Now your hips, don't drop it to this side. You're not lying down. You're literally on the side of your hips, okay? So this ball is just for show and a little bit of decor, okay? So you're just supposed to put your hands over here, and now your legs, okay? I'm wearing black socks. Sorry, I should have worn a different color so that you can see. My heels are lifted, okay? They're not flat, they're lifted, and I'm just pushing out first, just to see how it feels. 2, push, and the nice unstable ball here helps me have to do a lot of work also for my upper body. I'm not collapsing, I'm not just letting it rotate from side to side, having a strong core. And if you can see over here, my waist or my obliques, they're straight. My ribs aren't dropping like this, yeah? So both sides of my core are working just as hard. Okay, 10, and watch out. Am I doing patella tracking? Am I pushing out? And my thighs and my knees and my toes, are they facing the same direction? Or am I losing my patella tracking and I'm just going all over the place, okay? So I got that. And then now I'm gonna do the practice where flat foot, push out, high heels, bend, flat foot, push out, high heels, bend. Another 5 of this, flat out, and 4, ooh, watch out for the ribs, and 3, and 2, and last 1. Okay, and then now reverse. So put down my heels, bend my legs, lift my heels, and push out. Down, bend, lift, and extend. Down, bend, lift, extend. Down, bend, lift, extend, and down, bend, lift, extend. Good, now we're ready. So we're gonna try with a little bit of a jump, okay? So same position, get your nice obliques core working, don't drop your ribs, and just push out. And when you're landing the same way as you're landing as if when you were lying down supine just now. So landing on the balls of your feet and then down to your heels. Jump, balls of feet, heels, land, okay? Another 10 of this. And the same thing applies. Don't jump and have your legs fall down. Legs fall down. First is really dangerous. And that means you're not connecting all of these muscles together to bring you that beautiful controlled movement, right? So push, land, push, land, push, land. Balls of feet, heels, balls of feet, heels, balls of feet, heels. Whoo, it's getting really sore. Okay, and then we have another 3 and 2, and make sure to land back at the same spot. Last one, watch out for your ribs. Okay, and now we're gonna do kick, side kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, come on. Last 2. Watch out for your obliques as well. Last 1. Okay, and then we can just pat it out a little bit, because obviously, I'm sure your bum is sore. There's no way you're not, okay? We're gonna do 1 more time of that since we're already on this side, okay? So just straight into the jumps and come back. 2, 10 of this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Your bottom feet, mine was not listening to me, should be nice, pointed, and engaged, not just flopping around like a Nemo, okay? So bottom feet, nice pointed, plantar flexion. This is just doing its work. And now I've probably exceeded 10, and go 1 and 2, whoo, and 3 and 4. Land in the same spot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2, kick it high. Last 1, and land and relax and massage that bum. Okay, now the other side. Okay, the other side, same setup. Hands down, body in the middle of your reformer, right? This bottom leg is nice and tucked, top leg on a high heel. Okay, now, ooh, you're in a position where you can really see my ribs, yeah? Okay, I'm just gonna press out first. Find that nice position where my legs are going out straight. Okay, keep going. 5 and 4, 3, 2, last 1, okay? And then that thing where we have our feet flat, push out, high heels, bend the knees. 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 Again, now reverse. So now high heels out, flat, bend, high heels, out, flat, bend the knees. Again, 3 more. Bend the knees. Last 2. Bend the knees. Last 1. Bend the knees. Okay, there we go. Now, are you ready to jump? Okay, watch out for the shoulders. Your shoulders should not be close to your ears, yeah? So use the back muscles, the scapular muscles to pull that shoulder away from your ears so it's nice, stabilized, and strong, okay? So not forgetting this bottom foot. I always forget, so help remind me, okay? And ready, we're going to jump. Little jumps first, right? Oh, and also land on your heels. So balls of your feet and then heels. Balls of your feet and heels, right? Okay, another 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and side kick out, 2, this is my left leg, I'm struggling, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, come on, last 2, and last 1, come back, rest, pat it out, and then we go in for our second set, okay? Ready, ready, ready. High heels, nice tucked leg at the bottom, and just jump. 1, 2, 3, land on your heels, 4, on your heels, 5, 6, 7, last 3, last 2, last 1, so sore, and kick, nice, big, wide kick, as you track also your knees and your legs. Good, another 5 more. 4. I kind of have to sneak in a look. And last 2, make sure my legs are kicking out straight and landing back in the same spot. Oh, okay, great. Okay, just put this ball away for a moment. It doesn't fly around. Okay, put this ball away. Now we're going to look down. So we're still on the jump board. I know your glutes are probably feeling it. Mine are too. And this is still just a beginner's repertoire, okay? So you're on your knees, right? Find that nice middle of the reformer feel. Get one leg up. Okay, I prefer go forward a bit. Get one leg up, and you can have your toes hooking the carriage for a safer feeling. Okay, so just push out first and return. It's really, really light. This should feel like nothing. 3, 4, 5. But just feel that how it feels on your glutes when you press out. Because sometimes we get lazy with straightening our knees. So with the jump board behind, you really get a nice feedback in feeling, oh, now I've really, really straightened everything while my hips are still pointing down. They're not going all over the place, right? Okay. So next, I'm gonna move back a little bit. Okay. So next, now we're going to get ready to jump. 1, and this is really challenging. Your shoulders have to stay there, your body, your core, or else you're gonna fly out. It's not dangerous, but if you do this without any control, I'm sure you're making a lot of noise with your reformer right now, okay? So 5, everything control, landing on the balls of feet, and if you can, press down that heel, okay? And 4, 3, last 2, last 1, not yet done, and hover. 1 and 2, keep that core solid. 3, 4, 5, 5 more, come on. 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Oh, how did that feel? For me, I feel it more on my supporting leg. So this is, yeah, it's quite sore, but this part is on fire. Okay, so let's try now the other side. I hope you're having a great time with the jump board today. It's a little bit intimidating, and some of my students, when we go into the jump board, they either love it or they dread it, or at the end of the session I have to move all the reformer back to its place. Okay, again, if you prefer, you can leave your toes hanging out, but if you can, just hook it right at the edge of the carriage for more stability, okay? So same thing, nice pelvis, none of this action going on or none of this, just a nice neutral pelvis, okay? Obviously, your arms have to be strong here, okay? Lengthen out and feel the feedback from the jump board and see how it feels when you're really, really locking your quads, pulling that muscles up, right? And again, 5, good. And squeezing those glutes. 4. And one of the things I forgot to mention is when you're going out and in and out in, look at my hips. I'm trying as best as I can not to let it go out and sit back down. So this hip, the whole time, I'm trying to keep it right on top, stacked on top of my knees, you see? See? And then coming back, yeah? So we don't want to have too much of this sitting down position. Okay, now we've gotten that feedback, we've warmed up, and then we're just gonna do tiny little jumps. I'm totally getting ready. Okay, tiny little jumps. Good. Okay, I got my core ready. Good, I'm ready to jump. So there we go. Jump. Oh, I forgot to land my heels. Jump, land your heels. Jump, land your heels. Jump, land your heels. Good. Come on, another 5 and 4, 3, 2, and last 1. And now jump and a kick and land. Woo, jump and a kick, land. 3, land. 4, land. 5, land. 6, good. 7, last 3, last 2, last 1, and relax. Okay, now this was all I done on red spring, right? So let's go ahead and put on a half a spring. So if that's green or if that's blue for you, go ahead. Okay, half a spring only. Trust me, it'll get spicy. Just be patient. So now you're back onto your sides, okay? Same thing, the bottom leg is tucked in nice, okay? Pull the straps, okay? And place them on your feet, close as possible to your heels, and then just kick it straight. Now adjust your body. Do you feel that invisible wall right in front of your body, right? Okay. And now here we're just gonna flex our feet the whole way, okay? We're gonna let it roll forward. When you're here, let it point. And coming down, we're gonna flex it. Again, dorsiflexion. My hips are not sitting back or rolling forward. I'm just keeping a nice solid core here, point my feet, and I'm going to pull it back down and flex. Just 5 of this. 3. Exhale. My straps are starting to shake because we did a lot of glute work today. And then exhale, press. Ooh, the shaking has begun. Last 2. Right? And I am trying to pay attention to my ribs. I'm not like just letting it roll down completely. I still have some control on my ribs, okay? Yeah, keep going, keep going. Okay, this should be the last one, but let's add in a bonus because I talked too much just now. Okay, hold here, do not go anywhere, and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest for 2 seconds. Okay, and from here, now we do points, okay? And so watch out, the strap is in front of your face. Your body is still at this mirror position, right? And like it's not leaning forward or backwards, okay? Point. But when you lift your legs, you kind of pull your body back a little bit and you lift it as high as possible. And then press down. Watch out, don't have this scrap your face. And 2, pull up, inhale, and exhale, push out. Okay, and find wherever that is, that's nice for your hands. 3, exhale. So I have let my hips fall back because I have to allow for this movement, right, coming up. So press down. And last one, bum on fire. Great. From here, we're just gonna go straight into circles. Lift up and press down. 2. Lift up and press down. 3, I'm dying. Press down. Last 2, this is what happens when you don't practice enough. So thank you for practicing with me because I needed. I've been doing too much of the business side. Okay, rest for just 3 seconds. Okay, and then we're gonna do reverse. So lift it up, put it down to the front, and then press to the back. Just 3 times. 2, I gave myself a discount. And press to the sides. And last one. So sore. Okay, and just when you think you're done, okay, you may rest. Just when you think you're done, we are going to lift up this bump. So first you have to straighten that leg. I know, just straighten that leg is sore. Lift it up. Right. From here, okay? Get your straps out, okay? And we're just gonna press out. 1, 2, 3, and if you can, your hands are here. 4, and you see how when I bend back, my feet aren't dropping, yeah? 5, good. Come on, 5 more. 5, 4, my core is strong. 3, 2, exhale. And last one, good, return and sit and rest. Ow. Not enough glute work. I need to practice more on my glutes. Okay, the other side. Same thing, lying on your sides. Find yourself in the middle of the reformer. Okay, get that nice hook on your heels, right? Okay, the bottom leg is in the machine. And we're gonna start off with straight legs that's you know, remember, mirror in front of you. Okay, and then just roll it forward to the front of your stomach, and then push it back down towards the back of your bum. That's how it feels too. When you go forward, point. When you pull it down again, dorsiflexion. Another 3. Exhale, press down. Good, good job. Last 2. Press down. I don't know if you can see it, but bum is jiggly from the tiredness of it, okay? And last 1. Okay, what did I do after this? Yes, I pulsed, right? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest for just 2 seconds. 1, 2. From there, we're going to watch your face, remember? Raise it up and push it down. Careful. And 2, raise it up. So the more control, the better. Over here, your legs are at plantar flexion, meaning point like a ballerina. Press out. Be as controlled as you can. This is my weak leg, my left leg. I wonder if you're feeling it too, like me. So weak. So much difference between right and left. Okay, and last 1. From here, we go straight into circles. Roll it forward, up, and circle it down. So yes, your hips are facing forward here, but then when you're up here, your hips do rotate up a little bit to face the ceiling, right? To accommodate for that range of motion. 3, exhale. And now reverse, up and down, and exhale. And 2, up and down, and exhale. Last 1, come on. Last 1, up and down, and exhale. Good. Next, remember we lift up our right side. Okay, find yourself nice, okay? And have your hands on the side of your body and push out 10 times. 1. Ooh, and try not to push down like what I did just now, but push out towards the jump board. 3. Ooh, this is so challenging. 4. And 5. 5 more, come on guys. And 4. 3. Last 2, we're almost there. Last 1. And there we go, relax. Oh, wow, what a glute workout from the first moment. Okay, so we are done with the glutes, okay? Now we're gonna do some core and then we're gonna be done. So 1 red spring, and then you're gonna stand up here on your carriage, okay? So watch out, hands first, step up, step up, step up. Go backwards until your heels touch the shoulder rests. Nice, strong hands here. And we're in an elephant position. Lift your toes, play with your toes a little bit. And then now pull it out and suck it back in like a vacuum. 2. Good. Just nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was the flat back. Now let's do the round back elephant. 1, 2, 3. See how I'm maintaining my back in a spinal flexion, means rounding forward. C curve. You know, in Indonesia we call it bungkuk. Yeah, like a slouchy posture, right? That's the whole point over here. We're just keeping those front muscles short and the back muscles long the whole time. Okay, good. Nice. And you see how, notice how my body is not going out as much as I can. Not following out, not being pushed back in. So this is exactly what we want to avoid. We want to avoid doing this, yeah? So in case you don't have a teacher with you, you're doing this at home, try to notice, are your arms moving away from your body, from your face, or are they staying the same? They are? That means you're keeping your upper body in the right position. Good, and then one-legged. Move both legs to the middle. Go ahead and lift that right leg up. Okay, so we're not on tiptoes, we're just flat. Have your glutes work hard for you and do 10 of this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Change legs. Nice, slow and controlled, yeah? Okay, point your top leg and just play with your toes a little bit on your bottom leg. And again, 10, 9, keep that core strong and that leg pointing away from your body. Right, 5. So somebody's pulling your hair and then somebody's also pulling your toes, your whole leg. Last 2 and last 1. Ooh. Bend down, kneel down as we do some knee stretches. So knee stretches are some people's worst nightmare. They don't know how to control their upper body, their shoulder flexion and extension. Hold this here. Push your bum to the back, but scoop it in, okay? Hold it here and then keep your arms really strong, core strong. You're just opening that legs and pulling it back, okay? In other words, it's a hip extension and hip flexion. But the point is, I'm trying to resist. My body's trying to resist going out and resist coming in. So we do 12 of this. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done with the knee stretches. We go straight into single thigh stretch as we end today's workout. What a nice stretch to end all the jump board that we did. So when you're doing this stretch, keep that knee stacked on top of your ankles and just feel the nice hip stretch on your right leg. Yeah, and press out. And let's go ahead and add in a little bit of upper body twist as well. Good. So just stretch it out and also twist your upper body. Another 3. Stretch it out. Twist. Last 2. Stretch it out and twist as much as you can without compressing your lower back. Last 1. Good. Let's go to the other side. Hope you really enjoyed the workout today. I know I did, especially the straps part. Okay, strap, stretch, and exhale, stretch, 2, 3, 4, just the last one before we add in a little bit of a stretch. So we do 5 more with stretches. Stretch and twist, 1, yep, there we go, and stretch, and then twist without compressing your lower back. And 3, twist. Last 2, stretch and twist. Last 1, and twist. There we go. Thank you for joining me in today's workout, and I'll see you in the next video. If you felt like that really helped you out and you like my videos, I really appreciate a huge like in the button below and also subscribe so that you can get all my newest videos where I'll guide you step by step here on your Pilates journey. I'll see you in the next video.